What is a textual variant? A textual variant is any place among the manuscripts in which there is a variation in wording, including word order, omission, or addition of words, even spelling differences. Now, punctuation and like lowercase and uppercase, these don't really count since all the earliest manuscripts were written in all uppercase with no punctuation and no spaces between words. The technical term for this is called majuscule. So how many of these kinds of variants do we have in the New Testament? Some skeptics like Bart Ehrman say that we have as many variants as there are words in the New Testament. But this actually happens to be an understatement. There's about 138,000 Greek words in the New Testament and over 500,000 variants in the New Testament. But this might seem quite jarring and scary to those of us who are Christians. The good news is the story doesn't end there, which leads one to ask, why are there so many textual variants in the New Testament? The simple answer is because we have a ton of manuscripts. Obviously, if you have just one Greek New Testament manuscript, it's not going to differ from itself, and so there's going to be no variations. But the more manuscripts that you have, the more opportunity there is for there to be differences among them. And so, therefore, the more textual variants result from that. Now, if you're interested in knowing how many Greek manuscripts we have and how this affects the number of textual variants, I have a video coming out about that soon. Hopefully, you'd be able to check out. But the way we have it now, the way it is actually better than if we had just one manuscript or one stream of manuscripts that all said the same thing. It's actually better to have many manuscripts that have different readings. But why? Well, because it ensures that the text actually hasn't been corrupted. This might seem a little counterintuitive, but if it all said the same thing, or if there was a point in history when one group or one person had control over all the manuscripts and they could, throw away or burn any they didn't like, or they could synergize them all to make them all say the same thing and agree with each other, we'd have no way of knowing what the original said in that scenario. But instead, we have different manuscripts from all across the ancient world, and this allows us to see which reading gave rise to the other, and allows us to see, maybe a scribe just made, an accidental copy error here. And if you're interested in the sorts of mistakes or accidental, inscriptions that the scribes would have made, I have a video about that you can check out as well. But the point is, more than 99% of these variants carry no theological weight, and none of them affect any core Christian doctrine. Which is important to remember when we're discussing textual variants, that these aren't a reason to cause us to doubt or to cause our faith to stumble. I hope this video helped you in some introductory way. If you're interested in learning more about textual variants and textual criticism, I encourage you to check out the rest of the videos in my series on it.